Fire to the Self, going over the astrological energy forecast for April 3rd to the 9th. So April 3rd, Mercury will be in Taurus as well as will square with Pluto. So this is going to slow down our thinking, provide us with more clarity. Pluto is the lord of the underworld, therefore we will be gravitated towards area of study that will align with where we are in our spiritual journey. So if you're being called to study a particular subject or you find something interesting, it would be beneficial to you and your journey to further explore that. On April 4th, the moon will be in Libra, and this is going to provide us with an intuitive push to harmonize or balance a relationship. There may be some indecision on how to go about this, however, will lead to a strong desire for a heart-to-heart to find that common ground that we need. So we know there's this issue in our relationship, and whatever relationship it is, whether it be romantic, familial, whatever. We know there's an issue. We know we need to address it, but there may be some indecision on where to go about it. All we need to know is that there's going to be a strong urge, though, to have this heart-to-heart. On the 5th, we are going to have the full moon in Libra, which will be a pink full moon, as well as Mercury will be sextile with Saturn. So this is going to illuminate a spotlight on our relationships and how we show up for them. Chiron, the wounded healer, will assist in deep healing that results in releasing toxicity and generating healing breakthroughs. This will be a great day for business negotiations and finding a win-win compromise. So the day before, please do not push this person that you're wanting this heart-to-heart to have this heart-to-heart with you. Wait for them to come to you in their own time. And it looks like the time will be during this full moon. Now remember, full moon energies are 72 hours, the day before and the day after. So it's this conversation, you're going to know it's going to be coming and you're going to be ready for it, and it will come about in this full moon. Okay? And then on April 7th, the moon will be in Scorpio and Venus will sextile Neptune. This is going to lead us to follow our intuition in relationships and creating a drive and passion just remember to see past the illusion. Don't get sucked up in the dream. Have your wits about you. On the 8th, Mercury will sextile Mars. So this is going to trigger a stimulating drive and a passionate conversation. Okay, and on the 9th, the moon will be in Sagittarius, which will heighten our intuition on areas where we are feeling frustrated because we're feeling stuck. Your intuition will lead you on how to get out of this, okay? And so the message of the week, we are being called to forge a unique path towards our desires. The road to achievement is hardly ever easy. However, the journey is ultimately rewarding, okay? This week with the Libra full moon and presence of Chiron, it will bring forth a deep healing and purge of things that have been harboring inside that we can no longer carry with us. Mercury is also playing a big role this week, as for 8, it will be slowing down in preparation for the April 21st retrograde. Remember, Mercury is the messenger of the gods, and being accompanied by Venus and Libra will pull us to harmonize our relationships through compromise, to finding that common ground, okay? And Mercury will unlock messages that will come about through passionate conversations later in the week that will lead to further happiness and fulfillment in our lives. Remember to uphold your own boundaries, stand in your power, as well as respecting others' boundaries. Allow them to open up on their own terms. Everything will be revealed in divine right time. Because remember what happens when you push for messages that you're not ready to receive yet. Okay, your higher self as well as the divine knows when you're ready to hear things and knows when it will be most beneficial on your journey for you to know. So if you push for that information before you are ready, it may come across really abrasive. It might do a little bit more damage that you will have to heal from later. So remember to surrender and let that message come to you. Everything will come to you in divine right time. So the chakra that corresponds with this week is the solar plexus. Under here, okay? And our solar plexus is the power center, storage house for judgments, opinions, and beliefs that we have gathered about ourselves and our physical world. These affect our self-esteem, our self-confidence, and our self-worth. It takes data that we receive and creates situation, opportunities, and events that will benefit the soul. The gut level, the gut instinct, that registers ideas, thoughts, or intellectual understandings to help us succeed. It speaks to us through empathy. Now, this is the emotional and psychic balance that is located at our center, and this is where our thoughts are produced. Now, issues if this chakra is out of alignment. Okay, if it's linked to with the heart, so up here, if you're having issues here, that's linked to here, it's going to revolve around issues of caretaking and codependency. That's going to lead to, say, issues with like weight and power issues. Typically bulimia and anemia are things that come about because you feel like you have no power, you have no sense of self-worth. When areas like the liver are impacted, it's harboring of anger issues from men. With males, they have whatever their feelings are about themselves. If any issues, it's because of anger towards the self. Now, the opposite of this, say for the female, will be with the spleen. If she has anger resulting from a defense issue, the stomach is resulting from swallowing others' opinions or thoughts. The gallbladder is where it's restored resentments, grief about men or male success. In order to get through these, okay, say with diet, eat healthy fats like omega-3s or olive oils. Eat low carb and protein based meals. Eat 5 to 6 small meals a day. Intermittent fasting is great if you've never done that. Get your body's energies in alignment, and it's really an easier way to lose weight or to maintain a healthy weight, as well as still being able to eat good food. But if you're having issues in this area, it's highly recommended that you exercise. Go walking, go outside, do something. So on my newsfeed here recently, I've been seeing people where they're getting so absorbed by what's going on in the world, they can't find positivity anywhere. That the world just doesn't seem beautiful to them anymore. That there's just all these opinions, and they're being crippled by other people's thoughts and their opinions about them. And it's like, I encourage you to go walk, go in nature, disconnect. I purposely don't watch the news anymore. I don't. I read things here and there about the world, but considering all of our media, including articles, as well as our news, the things that we get, there's not truly a reliable source. It's all biased, and it's all geared to get a reaction, which what happens when things are driven to get a reaction out of you, it creates low vibrational things that are resulting from making decisions based off of fear. So I don't watch the news because I'm not living in a perpetual state of fear, which is what that whole goal is. That's why you only see negative things. If you, if you were on the internet or the news websites or the shows, do they ever show you anything positive really going on in your community? Do they show you the small actions of others and the big chain events? Yeah, they have those when a natural disaster happens, people going and like giving food. They'll show that kind of thing, but they're not just going out and seeing some Ted Lasso like stuff. Nobody's looking for that, okay? And you cannot control what happens in this world. The only thing you can control is how you respond to it. Okay, and so if you are filling your day with negativity, meaning all you're doing is reading news, you're getting into that low vibrational reaction-based media, your world is going to be negative. So that's where it starts getting the self-worth and self-love. You, in setting boundaries, you determine how you live your life. You determine what you see. You determine what you gobble up. So if your music's crap, if it's demeaning, if what you watch on TV is high stress, if it's fear-based, you're absorbing that. If all you're reading is just negativity and everything that's going wrong in the world, you're absorbing that. So all these things that you are absorbing are all negative, and it's putting you in that place of fear, which puts you in a place of chaos where you cannot think. And then when you cannot think and you cannot make good decisions for yourself, that's when and not speaking your truth, that's when you start getting sick, and that's when your body starts to go, hey, you need to stop, and you're going to be put on a forced pause. So just control your environment. if you're living too fast, slow down. Go outside. Find ways to get simple joys out of things. Like one of my favorite things, like during the spring and summer, is I like to go outside on my deck and drink coffee and just watch the woods. I don't listen to anything. I just sit there and I be present in that moment. And it's a great start to the day because I'm not starting my day with reading something that's going to upset me. You go with the flow, you go with change, you got to let change happen. And I mean, I know there's certain roles in the world, we're being activated now, with revolution stuff. Well, I mean, it's going to happen if it happens, but the only thing you control is your reaction to it. And if you're already getting upset, you've already lost the war, so to speak. So, all right, guys. Well, this is Belena with Aspire to the Self going over the astrological energy forecast. Till later.